Hey y'all, we are back with another dense update. Here we go. It's kind of wild how in just a couple of days there can be so much to talk about. I guess let's start with the big athlete news. Jason Hwpo announced that he is switching from Hwpo to brute strength.
We gon' fight right up to the party, right up to the party, welcome to the party.
Now, to me, this makes total sense. He's really good friends with Dallin Pepper and James Sprague. They are also brute strength athletes. Jason Hwpo posted a video to his YouTube channel explaining that in an effort to get ahead of any speculation, Jason does credit Hwpo and thank everyone there on his team, Jake Marconi, Matt Frazier, Matt O'Keefe, everyone at Hwpo for everything they've done for him leading up to this transition.
I just wanted to hop on here and make a quick video to clarify a few things and just communicate my heart through this decision over the last few weeks.
He did also share to his story that he will be working closely with J.R. Howell, who is the owner of CrossFit Crash. Shortly after Hwpo had announced his retirement, Andrew Hiller had posted a list of Hwpo athletes to his Instagram, just with a little popcorn symbol, and then recently put out a YouTube video kind of explaining a little bit about that post.
The time that I ever heard about an athlete being paid to be part of a camp had to have been 2022.
If you haven't already seen it, go check it out. This is that time of year when a lot of athletes are deciding what they're going to do for the next season. Now, there was some rumor and speculation at Rogue Invitational, if you remember.
We are getting some rumors that we can't report on quite yet. There's nothing solid, but we are hearing about a big shakeup from in two of the training camps.
Talking about the possibility and rumors of other athletes that are going to be switching camps. Barbell Spin had posted to their Instagram. There is one comment in particular that states, "Let's see if Coffee Pods and Wads was right. Here is the first one. Who's next?" And if you'll remember, Pedro, Coffee Pods and Wads, was at Rogue Invitational, and he speculated this with Sevan on the Real Sevan podcast.
I did hear, and it's becoming more and more concrete as the weekend goes on. I did hear a rumor about someone potentially leaving their camp and joining another camp. I did hear that Ricky Garrard might potentially be changing.
Are we supposed to say this?
I mean,
and if you also remember, Jay Crouch had posted to his Instagram and tagged Declare Toomey, Maddie Sturt, and Ricky Garrard. They were all training together, doing a workout with a worm. They were joking around like 2025 season. We all speculated that maybe there would be a team, but 3 of the 4 athletes are coached by Shane at Prvn. So it would only make sense that that is where Ricky might end up. Again, it's still speculation. Nothing has been confirmed. And speaking of Prvn, CEO Nick Johnston was recently on with Pedro of Coffee Pods and Wads. Interesting fact I learned about Nick Johnston in this interview is he was working 2 jobs when he first started with Prvn. He was also running a beverage company between jobs. They discuss a little bit of everything. They talk about the structure over at Prvn, the coaches, the athletes, what they're looking forward to with this upcoming season. Mentioned some teams for Wodapalooza. Kyra Milligan, Danny Spiegel, and Olivia Kerstetter are going to be a female elite team. That's a good matchup. As well as Brooke, Haley, and Sydney, which had already been announced, I believe. They do talk a little bit about Dubai.
Dubai didn't announce their workouts till the day before it fucking started, and then all the programming was shit. The movements were terrible. There was no one in the crowd, but like, best competition I've been to. This is the best iteration of Dubai I've ever been at. It's like,
Nick does state that Shane currently only coaches Tia, Maddie Sturt, and Jay Crouch.
so who's Shane coaching now then, apart from Tia?
Jay, Maddie, Tia.
So back to what I was saying about potentially Ricky being another one of his athletes in the upcoming season. Still speculation. He did not confirm anything. He did say that the Prvn has a athlete meeting sometime around January and February.
I would say like when we have our athlete meeting, that's usually like January, February. Everything will be out by then.
Now, the Prvn camp is hosting a community throwdown starting in January, just something to kick off the new year. This is not something that is going to be competing with the CrossFit Open. It's going to be a total of 4 workouts, 2 each week, the first 2 weeks of January. You can register online. It is $15 right now, but it goes up to $20, I believe, next week. This is something fun that affiliates can get involved in, kind of like Kiefer Lammy called it a pre-open tune-up. Something to just kind of prepare and see where you're at leading up to the CrossFit Open, which is roughly 6 weeks later. This is an online competition. Prvn is going to offer floor plans, workouts, coaches' notes, and of course the programming ahead of time to affiliates that want to participate in this. I like the idea of other camps getting involved in the community and doing things like this. You can check all the information out on their website. Kiefer Lammy was also on with the Barbell Spin talking a little bit about this. He is a coach over at Prvn. Him and Kyra Milligan had just recently moved to Nashville. You can catch that interview on Barbell Spin YouTube channel. The Barbell Spin recently broke that yet another Masters athlete has been banned from the CrossFit Games. Guy Cravata, who competed in the 55 to 59-year-old division. There's a full article on them if you want to go read about that, but essentially nobody really knows how this happened, whether he submitted a sample or not. None of that information is given. So it's likely a scenario where he was supposed to be tested at some point and refused or declined the testing and then just admitted to it. I don't know, but he did receive a 4-year sanction for that. So John Wooley the other day had posted a video as to why he was not doing the 2025 CrossFit Open. Wooley had watched my video in regards to his video, and then he had posted his story, and it turned into this little back and forth on Instagram. But he really didn't come for me. He went for Sevan, basically stating that if I had a problem with him calling Dave an asshole, that I should then also have a problem with the way that Sevan talk about other people, which that's not really what my video was about. And maybe I should have elaborated a little more. But really, my issue with him saying that the Open was just 3 workouts programmed by some a-hole in California was that he used it in that context in order to diminish the value of the Open. Oh, it's just some asshole in California writing the workouts. So is the Games. And so was the Games for the last 18 years. And so is the Open that you participated in for the last 10 years. Stop trying to diminish the value of the Open because you're not doing the Open. And then the few people that follow him came to my comment section to basically just say the same thing that he said. Here's the thing. They want me to go after him because they don't like the words that he uses. Sevan had said something about a very popular influencer within the CrossFit community. She is also a coach at a gym. She's got like 75,000 followers. She posted to her Instagram page shortly after Luca had posted his response and basically just saying that she hoped that Dave got everything that he deserved. Sevan and Dave have a relationship that spans over 2 decades. They are really close. They have a close friendship. If that were my best friend, I would do the same. I would defend them. And if you come for somebody that I love and respect and I have a close friendship with of a long time, those are probably the nicest things that I would say to you. Who is not going to defend their best friend? You know you would too. Who are you to come and demand of me to criticize someone else because you don't like the way they speak? You have Instagram, you have YouTube, you have an iPhone, I assume, and you have a camera. Pick the camera up, put it in front of your face, and say what you want to say. Don't come over to my platform demanding I say what you want me to say. I don't get down with that. And then in a wild turn of events,
24 hours later,
he is now doing the CrossFit Open. And the reason John Wooley changed his mind is because
Rick McGuffey, who by admission is a self-described Sevanista.
Wooley himself changed his mind because of one of the people who is a loyal follower of Sevan. Like, wrap your brain around that.
Is that he pointed out that supporting the brand is by default supporting the countless lives that have been changed by CrossFit.
And it tugged on some of Wooley's heartstrings. He mentions his father who's been battling cancer for 2 years, which is the exact sentiment that Chase, myself, Sevan, everyone on the side that they all think is going to die on the hill of defending HQ. It's because we know that the brand, CrossFit, the methodology saves lives. And the Open to us is so much more than all of that other stuff going on. At the end of the video, he proposes a challenge to Sevan.
So you're going to do the Open. You're going to do all the workouts. You're going to get on Sentinel to do it.
I'm going to do the Open. I'm going to do all the workouts. Number 3, I don't know. Don't tell anyone this, but I like what he's doing. And I think it's good. And I think it's unifying. And I think it's funny.
And he has accepted the challenge. So that should be interesting.
Yeah, this is what the people want to watch 2 old guys resting several times during the time. I was thinking that this morning.
My content started as a piece everything together, put it all together, package it up, and give it to you guys. So you could find everything that's going on in one spot. Have I since sprinkled my opinions onto it since then? Yeah, that's just who I am. And if you don't like it,
If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
that is all for this dense update. Be sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you're into that sort of thing, you can head over to my Instagram where you can follow me there for all the latest happenings in the CrossFit community.